Have that possibility for some strong and severe storms later today. So let's get right to it and talk about the timing with that. Things nice and quiet out there. We're going to pick it up here around noon time today. Still going to be quiet, but it is coming home later today. Again, if the kids aren't out of school for spring break, maybe around the time you're picking the kids up from school later today, we're going to begin to see those isolated storms developing. Again, coverage is not going to be very high today with the storms, especially around the Metroplex. Now, we'll have a little bit higher coverage east, but you see around 4 p.m., going to start to see maybe a few isolated thunderstorms developing in and around the Metroplex. And as we talked about, it's going to be pretty close to I-35 in areas east of there. So as we move ahead a little bit later in the afternoon and early evening, a few more storms will blossom across the area. This is around 6 p.m. and then those will move off to the east as we go into the evening around 7 p.m. Again, coverage a little bit higher in our northeastern counties later today around 7 p.m. And that continues into the later evening hours, maybe even blossoming a little bit more with those storms as we get out over the Arklatex region, heading a little bit later into tonight. But as we head toward midnight, things will be settling down pretty quickly. So again, low coverage out there today, 20% at best. But those of us who do see those storms along and east of I-35, we are talking about winds 60+ miles per hour, hail maybe up to ping pong ball size hail, maybe even larger than that. And you see that marginal to slight risk for those storms. So definitely keep that in mind. Now, behind that dry line, that's going to be the focus for the thunderstorms. We'll still have that elevated fire danger today, but it will be critical a little farther west of Fort Worth, getting into our western counties today. So we'll need to be aware of that this afternoon as well. So that fire danger will stay with us as we go through the rest of the week. Now, in the meantime, it is cool, not cool, it's warmer actually, and quiet out there for us this morning. Temperatures are in the lower 60s. It is warmer than it was this time yesterday as well. You see 6 degrees warmer taking you out to Love Field here this morning with those clear skies, or mostly so. Going to be in the upper 50s to low 60s all around the Metroplex as well. 58 heading out to Frisco along with Denton. 58 heading out to Salina here this morning, and getting over to Rockwall, you're in the upper 50s along with Mesquite there and Terrell at 56. So a nice mild morning out there. We'll have plenty of sunshine with those isolated storms developing later today. Outside of that, going to be partly to mostly sunny. We're going to warm well into the 80s as we head later today. Fort Worth, you'll top out around 85. We'll have some mid, maybe even some upper 80s heading out toward Mineral Wells and Granbury. Now in that 14-day forecast, we'll have that low storm chance today, 20% at best, and then we'll see those temperatures still in the upper 70s as we head toward Friday, but very strong southwest winds, 25 to 35. So that critical fire danger over a large part of North Texas as we get into Friday. We'll talk more about that a little bit later. And then as we get into the weekend, a little bit cooler for Saturday and Sunday, heading towards St. Patrick's Day. We'll see those temperatures getting back into the upper 70s and low 80s as we get into next week. All right, Brianda, how's traffic look?